this video, I will be going over a huge signal that currently is flashing here on the Bitcoin daily chart, because currently the MACD is having a bearish cross, and I will be exactly talk about what does this mean for Bitcoin, because historically speaking, every single time once this happens, Bitcoin tends to see at least a small little downtrend. So I will be exactly talking about my price targets, the levels where I think Bitcoin is heading towards next, and of course, the most important charts and news in the market right now here. So don't forget to slap up that like button on today's update video, because yesterday we were hitting the 500 likes. Can we once again do it on today's update video? That will be absolutely incredible. So don't forget to slap up that like button right now, and let's jump straight away in towards the content, because once looking at the 1 hour time frame for Bitcoin, I am not seeing a lot of new developments compared to what we were seeing in yesterday's video, but currently we can still see Bitcoin is trading in a downtrend, and we're basically confirming the trend with lower highs and lower lows. But once looking at the 4 hourly time frame for Bitcoin, we can start to see that we officially, of course, had the breakdown of the very important level of support on the price action right here. This level of support provided approximately a strong bounce from the Bitcoin price action for about 5 times in a row, and every single time we touched it, we moved significantly back towards the upside. And once we were breaking below the upward sloping support line, Bitcoin basically fell down significantly, and from that point onwards, Bitcoin has only experienced some bearish price action. So the price target of this pattern right now here, after seeing the breakdown, is going to be around this white line right here in the market, the 17.5k. And the 17.5k is also very interesting, because that is also the low slash liquidity zone from the previous significant drop on the Bitcoin price action. So I wouldn't be surprised that Bitcoin is actually going to reach that price target from the breakdown of the symmetrical triangle. And if you will be wondering what kind of a move is that, it's an approximately 8.5% move, what definitely means that it is a huge trading opportunity for everyone out there on the market. So make sure to check it out right now, because an 8.5% trading opportunity is definitely a big one where you should be benefiting from. Furthermore, looking at Bitcoin at the same pattern, but then on the daily time frame, we can currently see that Bitcoin has been forming that upward sloping support line. We actually did confirm the daily candle close below it, and after seeing that, we basically are confirming the daily breakdown of this pattern right here. And actually, the daily symmetrical triangle has got a little bit of a more heavier price target. And honestly, if I'm going to be looking at this price target, you will probably be shocked. The price target is going to be laying somewhere around 16,000 US dollars. Do you think we necessarily have to reach it? No, I don't think so necessarily, but make sure to check out yesterday's video, because in yesterday's video I explained about why volatility is going to be imminent on the higher time frame, because currently the leverage is running up significantly in the market, and that could be leading towards a potential very big squeeze and maybe a candle for Bitcoin with a big wick on the lower side. But once looking at this chart right here on the daily time frame for Bitcoin, I honestly do feel a little bit worried after seeing the daily candle close below the important level of support. And also, very big news, and it's funny because we're not seeing a big pump on the market, but currently Google will accept Bitcoin and crypto payments for cloud services, and that is definitely a very bullish development. So guys, make sure to be aware that the adoption is not standing still. There are still more companies and big companies like Google working and trying to figure out what they want to be doing with Bitcoin, and it is in a positive way. So make sure that you will be having your own strategy to DCA in towards the market to basically gather as much Bitcoin as you possibly can. At least that is my strategy in the market, and I think it will be paying off in the long run. So very bullish for the markets. Furthermore, looking at a thing that's a little bit less bullish, if I'm looking at the daily time frame for Bitcoin and pulling up the MACD, we can currently see that we're having a bearish crossover right here on the daily time frame. And basically historically seeing every single time once this happened, it happened right here. We moved down an approximately, it was not that much here. It was an approximately 9%. It is quite a lot. 9% down here. Here from the top side right here as well, we moved down an approximately, 25%. Then here we also had the bearish crossover, and this was an even more significant one from here all the way towards the 17.5k. So make sure to take this signal very serious, because currently we are seeing that bearish crossover happening on the MACD. Of course, we could be seeing a fake out like we saw last time around right here, but ultimately we still move towards the downside from off that point. But currently, like you can see on the daily time frame, Bitcoin is forming lower highs on the daily candles. The momentum is also shrinking towards the downside. We can see the sell pressure also shrinking. We can see the buy pressure shrinking. We can see the price action stabilizing. So what does it mean? All these signals coming together currently we're seeing literally the Bitcoin price action, of course, on the edge of a breakout, because currently if we're looking at the price action for Bitcoin, we can currently see that we're basically bouncing from this trampoline every single time, and we're forming this downtrend right here, right? So we're forming this downtrend from the high to the low. Basically, Bitcoin is about to be breaking out of this this descending triangle. Whether it's going to be bullish or bearish, we don't know yet. But at the same time, we can see the MACD is also forming lower highs and higher lows, right? So what does it mean? It basically means that the momentum still also doesn't really clearly knows which direction it's heading towards. And usually in these signals right here, what you can see, we tend to see big volatility coming anytime soon. So we're having a bearish crossover. Historically speaking, it doesn't mean all too great of a things for Bitcoin, but also we can see that the momentum doesn't really know where it is heading towards next. So this is basically a signal that the volatility is going to be picking up anytime soon. And I mean, it does make a lot of sense, because if we're going to be looking at the dates, what day is it tomorrow? Tomorrow, it is the 13th of October. And the 13th in October means that we will be having these CPI reports in the US. And this will be leading towards massive market volatility. Make sure to subscribe to the channel right now, because tomorrow I will be back with a live stream once the CPI data is going to come out. So definitely a reason to subscribe to the channel right now if you do not want to be missing out on the content live. But this will be having massive effects on markets. If it's going to come in colder than expected, so lower than 8.2%, we will be probably pumped. If it's going to come in higher than 8.2%, it will be very bearish for markets. So let's see how it's going to be playing out. Europe is currently around 17%, and the US is holding steady around 8%. So definitely, if it's going to come in higher, I wouldn't be all too surprised. And if we're going to be looking back at the data, from the last 18 reports, more than 15 of the reports came in higher than expected. So it would be very likely to expect once again that it is going to come in higher than expected. And if that is going to be happening, the markets will most certainly fall down very significantly. So this will be having massive effects on the market. And due to this, tomorrow the market will most certainly have that volatile move. Basically, all markets are currently awaiting for the inflation data. And then once the data is out, we can start to see the volatility and the volume pick up on all markets once again. We can also see, if we're looking at the Bollinger Bands, I won't be going all too much in details of this one. Discussed it almost on every single video for the last week, because currently we can clearly see Bollinger Bands is squeezing in the price action significantly, what means that Bitcoin is about to see a big move anytime soon. So yeah, the Bollinger Bands is indicating we will be having volatility anytime soon. The CPI data tomorrow is probably going to be the volatile day, is what we are expecting. And then also looking at this MACD structure we're also having. So everything is pointing towards one direction, and that is volatility. And if you want to be benefiting from the volatility, currently there's only 1% left in supply to claim a free $1,000 long position or short position, whatever you think the market is heading towards. And it's a $1,000 position that you can claim. And what do you need to do? You need to deposit $1,000 on the Bybit exchange. And you need to sign up a new account using the link in the description right now from Bybit. And if you do that, you will be able to claim the free $1,000 Ethereum airdrop position. And you can choose either to go long or short with it. So make sure to benefit from this insane deposit bonus right now here. It's a crazy deposit bonus. Deposit $1,000 and get free $1,000. That's a crazy bonus. Make sure to benefit from it right now. It is almost over because we only got 1% left. So make sure to be quick. Then once looking at the daily time frame for Bitcoin, and if I'm going to be start looking at my RSI trend lines, we can see that Bitcoin is currently breaking below the RSI trend line. And this is also a sign of big worry. Why am I saying so? Is because historically speaking, every single time once we did broke below the RSI uptrend, Bitcoin basically went in a significant downtrend. Then we holded the price stability a little bit up here. And once we broke below the RSI uptrend once again, what is basically this red arrow right here, this was the point we were breaking the RSI uptrend. We once again had another flush down here. We had it 3 times in a row right now, and will it happen for a 4th time again? That is going to be the big question that we have to be answering right now. So this is definitely not a signal I feel that bullish about for Bitcoin, and I will be casually wait to see how it's going to be playing out. But definitely this is a signal that everyone should take in consideration right now. Furthermore, looking at the Bitcoin chart, and if I'm really going to start zooming out here, I'm looking at the 3-day time frame for Bitcoin, and I enabled the EMA ribbon. And basically what we can see, this is the bull market where the EMA ribbon is in a significant uptrend. This is the bear market where the EMA ribbon is in a significant downtrend. And you can see it once again right here as well. We are just, in fact, in a huge huge bear market. We're in a huge bear market, and historically speaking, those are also the big opportunities that you tend to get at that point. So what do we need to do if we want to be ending this bear market? It's very simple. Break above the EMA ribbon on the 3-day time frame. And where's the EMA ribbon top side? Around the $25,000, around the previous high on the market. So if Bitcoin is going to be able to be flipping above 25,000 US dollars, things are going to be starting to look more brighter. And that is the target we will be aiming for right now. It's, of course, not real information where you can do anything with, but I just thought, let's point it out. So if we do break above $25,000, I honestly think the bear market will be ending. So let's see how it's going to be playing out this time around. Then also, last fun fact, Bitcoin mining difficulty just sets a new all-time high, what means that the network is more secure than ever before. This is pretty interesting because the price action is still coming down. Well, in fact, there are more miners stepping in against a less profitability rate. Well, energy prices are also rising across the world. So it means that the miners are having confidence in the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency market right now. What is, in my opinion, definitely a very bullish signal in the market right now. So that was it for me on today's update video. If you want to learn how to make passive income in crypto using the cryptocurrency trading algorithm called CryptoC, what makes around 60 to 70% returns a year, check out the video currently popping up above. Anyways, thank you so much for watching towards this amazing new video here on the channel, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.